So that was the real Brazil we were waiting to see. The team I predicted to win the 2019 Copa America, and they finally showed up and smashed Peru 5-0. Well, they did defeat Bolivia 3-0, but they picked up a 0-0 draw against Venezuela, something that hasn't happened in a very long time. Like, Brazil always score when they play. And to get a scoreless draw versus Venezuela, that was a big achievement from Venezuela, who did defeat Bolivia 3-1 to book themselves a place in the quarterfinal of the 2019 Copa America. So Brazil and Venezuela are through. Peru will have to depend on the other results, and they have to wait to see if they are one of the best third place teams. But right now, it's Brazil and Venezuela into the quarterfinals of this year's event. So since it's the third round of matches, guys, I'm not gonna go too much into detail when it comes to talking about the lineups and every single thing that happened in the game. I'll be talking more about permutations and all that good stuff. So guys, let's do this. Bolivia 1, Venezuela 3. I did predict a win for Venezuela. I think I did predict a 2-1 win for them, and they did me one better by winning 3-1. It's fair to say that Venezuela has been quite impressive at the tournament. 2 draws in the opening fixtures against Peru and Brazil, and now to defeat La Verde. Very good job by one of the teams who has never won the Copa America. But Venezuela are an up-and-coming footballing nation. They look good. They really look good at the tournament. And to keep Brazil to a 0-0 draw, man, they are the team to watch here. Possible dark horses. For Venezuela, Machis scored in the 2nd and the 55th minute. Then Justiniano pegged one back in the 82nd minute, but Josef Martinez put the game to bed when he scored in the 86th. As for stats in the game, Bolivia had 10 shots at goal with 4 on target. They had 56% of the possession, 529 passes with an 85% pass completion. They committed 11 fouls and picked up 2 yellow cards. They weren't so bad in the game. They just couldn't keep the goals out the back of their net. As for Venezuela, 15 shots at goal, 5 on target, 44% of the possession, 423 passes with an 82% pass accuracy. They committed 12 fouls. So with Venezuela coming in second in Group A, they will play the team that places second in Group B. And right now, that team could be one of Paraguay, Argentina, or Qatar. We don't know yet. But I think Venezuela will fancy their chances against any one of those 3 teams, especially Argentina. That was just a joke if you didn't get it. So good luck to La Vino Tinto in their quest to win the 2019 Copa America, because it would be a great achievement if they do so. Rafael Dudamel has been doing a great job with the team, so they will definitely deserve it. So that segues nicely into the Brazil versus Peru fixture. The home crowd came out to support their boys. I don't think they have been quite supportive so far, booing the team at halftime for not doing so well. But you just have to give them a chance. They will grow into the tournament, and they did just so. 3-0 versus Bolivia, a 0-0 draw against Venezuela, but now this Brazilian team has finally come of age. It was a spectacular performance in all departments by this Brazilian team. All the boys showed up today for Tite. There was Alisson in goal, Felipe Luiz left back, Dani Alves right back, Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. What a solid back line, and everyone played their part. Casemiro and Arthur was very good ahead of these defenders, and Everton, Gabriel Jesus, Philip Coutinho and Roberto Firmino was very good going forward. Alan, Willian and Alexandro came off the bench, and they also enjoyed themselves during their cameos. As for Ricardo Gareca and Peru, they were completely blown away. They were played off the park. I don't think they should be too hard on themselves, because this Brazil team showed up on the day. They really did. The first goal was scored in the 12th minute by Casemiro. It was a very, very scrappy goal. Peru failed to deal with a corner properly, and Casemiro got the last touch, ended up in the back of the net. The second goal was scored by Roberto Firmino, and that one was a comical one. Pedro Gallesi deserves all the blame there. Failing to clear the ball properly with Firmino lingering, he hit the ball, it smashed into Firmino, went up and hit the post, came back to Firmino for a tap-in. That was a funny goal. The third goal was scored by one of the breakout stars of this tournament, Everton. It was a brilliant goal. He ran down on the left flank, he cut in, he took on players, hit it from distance to beat the goalkeeper Pedro Gallesi, who was having a terrible day at the office. And then the fourth goal that was scored by Dani Alves was a brilliant one, man. Linking up nicely with two other players, Arthur and I think it was Firmino. He got the ball back and he shoot, and that's the Dani Alves that we love to watch. The fifth and final goal was scored from a corner routine. It was a short corner taken by Willian, and he just cut in. You know how Willian loves to cut in, and he just opened up his body and put it in the far post. Gallesi once again did not believe what he had just seen. It could have been 6, it could have been 7, or even 8, or even 9, but some chances went begging. Gabriel Jesus even had a chance to score his first competitive goal in about 8 matches, and he missed the penalty. Well, it was saved by Gallesi, who had something to actually talk about in the team bus going back to the hotel. But what's going on with Gabriel Jesus, man? Oh, Gabriel, what's going on? Can't seem to score for Brazil in competitive fixtures. But the performance was quite impressive, and Tite even said it's one of the best performances he has seen from his Brazilian team. Guys, you realize I haven't mentioned Neymar throughout the duration of the video, right? It's because players like Everton and David Neres, Richarlison has stepped up to the plate big time. And Luis Advíncula, the Peruvian right back, will be having nightmares for quite some time of this guy Everton Suarez, because he tormented him throughout that 5-0 thrashing. As for stats, for Peru, they had 8 shots at goal with 2 on target, 31% of the possession, 277 passes with an 80% pass completion. They committed 21 fouls and picked up 2 yellow cards. For Brazil, they had a whopping 18 shots at goal with 9 of those on target. They had 69% of the possession, 610 passes with a 90% pass accuracy. They committed 16 fouls and picked up 2 yellow cards, which means that Casemiro will miss Brazil's quarterfinal fixture. But no problem, Fernandinho should just slot right in. So with Brazil topping the group with 7 points, they will play one of the best third place teams, and one of those teams has to come from Group C or Group B. Who will that team be? Right now in Group B, it could be one of Argentina, Qatar, or even Paraguay. It would be crazy if Brazil and Argentina meet each other in the quarterfinals, right? I predict them to meet in the final. Will it happen? I doubt. If they are to play a team from Group C, it most likely will be Japan. Or who knows, it could be Ecuador. But right now, I think they might end up playing Japan, you know. So we're not going to go too far ahead in the bracket. We're just going to talk about the quarterfinal. So Brazil could meet one of Qatar, Paraguay, Argentina, or Japan. I'm not even gonna throw Ecuador in there because I think Ecuador are out of the tournament. But with Brazil looking so good, these are ominous signs for the other teams in the tournament. Uruguay, one of the favorites. Argentina, one of the favorites. Chile, the defending champions. Colombia also looking good. They have to watch out for Brazil because they mean business now. They definitely mean business now. So for all of you guys who are talking about Brazil might not win it, man, talk now. Talk now. In tomorrow's Group B fixtures, we will see Colombia taking on Paraguay. Remember, Colombia already through to the quarterfinals, but Paraguay are not yet through. In that game, I'm going to predict Colombia to defeat Paraguay. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory here. The match that everyone will be looking forward to see is the Qatar versus Argentina, because if Qatar upsets Argentina, it means that they will be out of the 2019 Copa America, and they will become everyone's laughing stock if they already not everyone's laughing stock. Because Argentina has been terrible. No leadership, no managers basically. The players are like useless, and I don't know what's gonna happen to this Argentina team, seriously. But as I said in a previous video, Argentina could just wiggle themselves out of this group. They could start picking form just like Brazil has picked form and come out and be one of the teams to win the tournament. It could happen. It could definitely happen. A win would put Argentina on 4 points and they will play second in the group, which means they will meet Venezuela in the quarterfinals. And then if they defeat Venezuela, guys, they're in the semifinal and anything could happen from there. But in that game, it's hard to predict, but I'm going to go for Argentina win here. I'm going to back Argentina to defeat Qatar 2-1. Sorry, Qatar, but you have done well at the tournament, but I think that you're going to just fall short. Argentina 2, Qatar 1 in a very, 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 very feisty and nervy contest. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich, and that's my review of the third round of the Group A fixtures, giving you predictions for the Group B ones as well. And if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, and in the comment section down below, let me know if you think Brazil will win the 2019 Copa America. Guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.